God damn, it's cold. Hi. Welcome back to another reaction. Um, this time, right after the... what year is it? Right after Silent Hill presented its triumphant return, which I'm a little bit troubled by. Here comes a rant. I'm sorry. No one watches my fucking videos anyways. So I'm just gonna go into a rant because the point of these videos of my channel is to be able to express myself and everything I do and like. Just because, I don't know. Just because, Sorry. Actually, I just ate. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go into a little rant because there's too many people who I don't wanna. It's a YouTuber, a girl that I really respect, and even she was way too negative about everything going on with the Silent Hill remake. Now, I understand it's Konami. You can't. Konami fucked everything up for a while, and I don't know. I understand being hesitant to welcome them back with open arms. It may seem that that's what I'm doing, but in reality, you just gotta analyze what you're presented with. The remake of Silent Hill 2 doesn't look like a quick cash grab. It looks like it's been treated with the same amount. My fucking chips are still there from the Andor reaction. That's what's gonna connect the dots when I finally have it in me to upload the Andor reactions. This fucking chips. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, it looks like it's been treated with the same amount of respect as this one. And I see nothing wrong with it. People didn't bitch about this one. People weren't calling it shit. Why release this one and not the first one? Why don't just remake 0, 1, 2, and 3? Everyone was loving this one with open arms. And this was during. I do remember some of those comments with this one. But the point is, how are we gonna allow change, positive change, if we just keep shutting down every attempt without giving it its due time to shine? We were just shown some sequences of the remake. Sure, it's by what's the name of the team? Bloober, something like that. Okay, yeah, they have done shit games before, but that has happened. It has happened that shitty companies suddenly do a great game. And it's not shitty companies. It's companies that have tendencies to not hold back, or like they do 90% of their vision, but they fall behind just a little bit. I don't think they're crappy. Look at my games. I have so many examples of crappy games. There's Shell Shock 2 here. Actually, there's Shell Shock 2 here. Blood Trails by Rebellion. Another company that you might argue makes shitty games. Yet they handled Star Wars Battlefront really well, and they handled Sniper Elite beautifully. So, hang on. I fully believe that companies that make shitty projects, that have, well, not shitty projects, again, projects that fall behind a little bit, have the capacity to make something wonderful. They just need guidance. And I think that's what they're providing with the new Silent Hill remake, because they're under the guidance of the previous contributors? Sorry. Of the previous people that were in charge, partly in charge of Silent Hill, to make this work, perfectly. So I can't just jump on the bandwagon and shit on them. And also, there was a lot of people saying that it's probably not gonna have combat. Motherfucker, there was a video of James hitting a nurse with a block, a cinder block. One of the interviews with the developers clearly shows gameplay with the pistol. There's obviously going to be combat. So, I don't know, I think people are... I understand being apprehensive. I think the most fair reaction I saw was Young Yeah, because he wasn't excited, not like me, for example, that I like to feel things. These games, I don't just play them. I analyze them, I feel them, they make me feel things, and I love them because of that. That's why many of my favorite games are shitty games. Because I don't focus on the technical aspects as much as what it makes me feel. To me, a shit game could be a game like Call of Duty Vanguard, which I didn't buy. I was forced to play it by some motherfucker watching the video right now. What's up, dude? And yeah, to me that's a shit game. To me, Battlefield 2040, I don't want to, whatever, the recent one, that's a shit game. Overwatch 2, to me that's a shit game. You know? Because of the intentions. It's lost in translation. It goes from being a game, entertainment, trying to tell a story, into a fucking business. That's what I don't like. I like when the game has an idea, has a vision, maybe sloppily, maybe with glitches, but it tells you that vision. That's what I love. That's why I'm very forgiving with the games I play. And you will never hear me say that a game is shitty or whatever. But I really do think that people jumped the bandwagon really badly with Silent Hill. I don't know. I think it's too early. It's too early to tell. I think I want to think that they're on the path to redemption, Konami. Because like I said, I once said the same things I say about Konami, about Capcom. I used to be like, fuck Capcom. Capcom is destroying Resident Evil. Capcom is destroying all its franchises. Marvel vs. Capcom was doing badly. Technically, it's still not the best. But now they've come a long way from that. A long way from DMC. A long way from Resident Evil 6. They're doing Monster Hunter. They're doing it great. They're doing Street Fighter. They're doing it great. They're doing the Resident Evil franchise beautifully. And here's hoping that Dino Crisis might come back someday. It pains me to not see Dino Crisis. Of course it pains me. I'm a Dino Crisis fan. But I still think they're doing great, And there's a chance for redemption if the vision is on the right idea. Again, I understand being hurt by previous actions, but if you don't allow for change, if you just yell at everything, you're no better than the mob. Just following whatever they say just because fuck this, fuck that. No, you gotta actually analyze things. And maybe it's easier for me, I don't know why, that I can kind of like tell whenever I watch a trailer or a presentation, I can tell when things are shady. I can tell when things are being honest. I can tell when I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get disappointed by it and I don't get heavily invested in it. And I can tell when something is just looking fun. And to me, the Silent Hill remake, it looked like it had good intentions. The other two Silent Hill games, we didn't sell much of. The Silent Hill series, as you saw, didn't really connect with me. The movie, I can't wait to see it. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Not to go on a rant like everyone else. I mean, I don't know. I think people are being too nitpicky just because it's Konami and it's Silent Hill. But all of those flaws, they were forgiven with Capcom and Resident Evil after Resident Evil 7 because you saw how well it was. And because it technically didn't have much like promotion. It did have promotion, but not to the, like doing a big reveal. It was randomly dropped at E3 a year before and it just released Resident Evil 7 and everyone was like, oh shit. So then when Resident Evil 2 Remake came out, everyone already knew what to expect and they were like, it's probably going to be good, So I understand that. But at the same time, people were way too forgiving. Even in Resident Evil, like people are shitting on Resident Evil 3 too much. for cutting things, when Resident Evil 2 clearly cut things a lot, especially like the fact that the A scenario and B scenarios don't connect anymore. They have uh, clearly points where they cross over and there's inaccuracies and it doesn't make sense anymore. But they were forgiven for some reason. Again, I don't focus on that. But when people say bad things about one product that were bad on another product, but they praise it on that product, then I'm like, all right, let's be objective. It was the same. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get that negative anymore. I'm very positive. I'm very positive. I try to be as positive as possible. You know, when something really gets me angry and really annoys me and depresses the shit out of me, you know that it's really doing something bad for me. For example, that dinosaur game that they're doing with Capcom, which Exoprimal, which pisses me the fuck off because that's basically the nail in the coffin for Dino Crisis. But then again, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad game. It's just not for me, you know, because I love Dino Crisis, and that basically means it's not gonna come back. But maybe I don't want it to come back after what I saw with Silent Hill. Maybe I just, you know, I prefer it to stay asleep, and because the current generation is too fed up and like too obsessed with sorry, too obsessed with hating everything. They nothing can. I mean, they hate so much that my question now is, what takes it? What does it take to make you happy now? I don't think people know that. They just want to keep shitting on things. I don't know. I don't know. I know that by definition that basically turns me negative, but I am trying to avoid that. Anyways, now it's the Resident Evil showcase. I'm really excited. Probably there's gonna be in-depth gameplay for Resident Evil 4, which I love. I love Resident Evil 4. I made my friend Paco play it, and at the end he was very thankful for you know, thank you for making me play it, forcing me basically. I'm like, there you go. I recommend you good games. Mother. Sorry. It's an inside joke. Don't worry. I don't hate him. I absolutely don't hate him, actually. And those who follow me on Twitter know exactly why. And you, motherfucker, you know why. Anyways, yeah, let's start this reaction. Resident Evil Showcase now. World premiere. All right. The Winter's legacy lives on. Capcom.
Happy half birthday, Rose.
Half birthday. Oh, I can't wait to play it in third person.
I'll always be there for you, no matter what.
That looks good. A bit stiff, but it's understandable.
My precious Rose.
And I didn't care. So long as we were together.
I'm so sorry. I love you.
Ooh.
Sometimes I feel lost or afraid. I try to imagine what he might have said to me.
No matter, your imminent demise is inevitable. I love you, and I won't let anything happen to Rose.
I've got this.
I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know how I feel about. I know it's in the mind, but I don't know how I feel about kind of like superpowers in Resident Evil. I mean, I will. I did play the DLC for Resident Evil Revelations 2, which
I'm
is
Kento
Little Miss, I
Kinoshita, the
think.
director of the Winter's expansion.
So it's not unheard of in Resident Evil. Wow.
Mission adjustment.
No, doesn't change anything.
Been a while since we fought together, Captain.
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
Let's have some fun, people.
Move out.
Reverse? Oh, finally, man! Hell yeah! Oh, you can play at the Bakers? Nice! Oh shit! Ooh! Oh my god! Okay, this looks fun! This looks fun, man! I've been waiting for this one for a while. Yeah!
Updates are planned for Resident Evil Reverse after it has been officially released. Here are
Nice!
some details
Excuse
for the
me, Battle
early
Pass?
access and updates.
Fucking hell. Battle. Fuck me. That's what you spend this whole
Resident
time
Evil
doing?
Village will be playable on even more platforms.
Man,
Hello,
fuck your
everyone.
battle.
My name is Jeremy Sandler.
What a greedy thing you are.
Hey, fuck you, Duke.
Oh, it's quite all right. I love to see a healthy appetite.
I wouldn't say healthy.
Sate your
Please enjoy this new gameplay footage.
Oh, yes. Come on, 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 come on. Ooh. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. God damn, it looks so different.
How far could you have gone?
This is supposed to be the opening house. I want to hear them talk. Fuera largo de aquí, cabrón.
Anyone home?
Okay, so this is new. Completely different.
Hey,
Damn, the cops.
I read you. What's your situation? What the hell's going on? What was that?
I also saw Young, yeah, bitching. Oh shit, what? Wait, what? That's the ganado? It is creepy as fuck, but... Yeah, I saw Young, yeah, bitching about the hair on James in Silent Hill 2. I hope he mentions this one as well, because the hair looked jumpy.
Bruce,
Oh, the sound.
Thunder 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Nice. Honey gun
Something's
sounds
happened to people
good.
here. My escorts are. Gotta go. Talk later.
That was the intro. It's completely different now. There's no ¿Qué estás haciendo aquí? Lárgate, cabrón. Yeah. Okay, the first level of the village. Okay, now they speak Spanish way better.
Kill me for the repairs later.
Oh shit, yeah. The shotgun. Oh. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's way more dynamic now. What the fuck? That was cool though.
What did you think?
Looks good.
As you just saw, we are.
I don't know how I feel about those
All
ganados.
new ways to attack. They are closing in on Leon during his mission, and we added parry using his knife, and more.
I don't know how I feel about the parry. Fascinating. Yes!
Over here, stranger.
What are you
Of course,
buying?
we can't forget the merchants.
Yes!
Something new for you.
You can
What are
purchase
you
weapons
selling?
and items. And I'd like to introduce 2 other editions we are preparing for players looking for more than the standard edition. The first is the Deluxe Edition, which will be available for all platforms. This includes additional content, such as costumes, special weapons, a treasure map, and more. Now, before I go, we have one more update for you. Let's take a look.
Let's see it. World premiere. That's from Resident Evil 4. Oh, the what? Oh, it's just a trailer from Resident
You're
Evil 4.
here looking for someone?
Luis.
Maybe. Some missing señorita?
Oh shit! Luis looks good.
Where are you? Your soul
Oh,
requires cleansing.
oh, the parasite.
Ashley Graham, are you in here?
Ashley, of course, looks gorgeous. Okay, she's feisty now.
President's orders.
What is that? What do we do?
One of those lamps ought to escape me. We need to go. I'm gonna get you home safe.
You can stop right there.
Ada.
Ada, who are you? What are you doing here?
My fingers, I can show her the bag.
¡Oh, el gigante! Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Now, abandon your body.
Oh, shit!
She's lost no matter what.
Dude, that guy looks creepy, man.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
March 24th, 2023. Okay, damn,
Did
looks
you enjoy
good.
the Resident Evil showcase?
Looks good.
Let's recap.
No.
First, Resident Evil Village Gold Edition launches on Friday, October 28th.
Yeah, I
If you
saw it,
already
man.
own
I saw it.
Resident Evil Village, you could purchase the Winter's Expansion.
I saw it. I saw the whole thing. Thank you. All right. It was weird. Like I said, when it comes to the DLC, I don't know exactly how I feel about mystical and powers and all of that. I think making it be like inside their mind is good because it doesn't disrupt canon, but at the same time, it feels like an excuse. Technically, you could have had Devil May Cry be Resident Evil 4 inside the mind of Leon, which that's what I don't fully agree with. Because I don't know how I feel about games that are like you're inside the mind, because at the end of the day, it feels like you're not playing anything, you're not changing anything, you're not doing anything, because everything doesn't really exist within the compounds of the game. So I don't know exactly how I feel, but at the same time, I kind of get it because there's a lot of stuff going on with the parasite and Rose and her. Technically, she does have powers, so I don't know exactly how I feel. I am curious, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's in the uncharted territory for me. Reverse looks fun. Looks just crazy fun. I've been waiting for it. I'm a little shocked that it said only. It didn't say a PS5 version or an Xbox Series X version. It's just old gen, which makes sense. It released for old gen, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. I thought there were gonna be a. I thought there was gonna be a newer version. But it looks super fun. Looks really crazy. I can't wait for it. It just looks like something that's gonna be fun to play with. Uh, from what I saw, there can be even co-op, like horde mode. I hope it is because that sounds fun. I can play it with my friend Paco, and yeah, I hope it's as fun as it looks. And Resident Evil 4, like I said, there's a lot of changes in these remakes, but even if there are changes, like, well, no, they are different. Yeah, no, I maybe I was overthinking it too much because of my attachment to the original Resident Evil 4, which I love. Um, but now that I think of it, Resident Evil 2 also changed a lot. It's no longer Leon going to a gas station and no, wait, what was it? Leon stops in the middle of the street to find a dead person. While in the gas station, the trucker gets bit. It's like, what's wrong with that guy? Why did he bite me? He keeps driving. And Claire is in a restaurant, and that completely changed to both of them being on the gas station, which I guess kind of makes more sense to just tie them up there. But at the same time, it's kind of weird, But it's one of those changes, It changes the whole introduction of Resident Evil 2 to a more interactive thing, and they're doing the same thing here. Whereas I don't think the cops just drop Leon off like in the original, and then he goes inside the cabin and hears them die outside or have some trouble outside, and that's where he jumps out the window after killing that one ganado. Um, Now it looks like he's tracking them, like they were actively kidnapped, and he realized, and he's tracking whoever did it, finds the cabin, and he's immediately attacked by one of them, one of the ganados, who has the parasite out. Which that's what I don't know how I feel like. I don't know how I feel about it because that used to be a great reveal halfway through because the ganado cannot come out during daylight. So by having that Ganado attack him down there in the cabin where it's dark, the Ganado is halfway out. You can see the tentacles. So it feels like it's just a zombie. Which that was the point of the original reveal, to not be a zombie, you know? Even that's the dialogue. It doesn't look like a zombie, you know? So the original reveal is way more creepy because you're just talking to a guy. He's just telling you, get the fuck off my property, and you're like, right, whatever. And then he attacks you, and then he's like, what the fuck is going on? And there's all these other people attacking you. Here, it just straight up shows you a zombie. I don't know how I feel about that. And then you go up, and you find that room with a lot of things, and more Ganados start to come in through the door. And then you jump out the window, and I don't know. The pacing seems weird to me. Very weird, very different, but at the same time, very weird, very strange. Now the fight in the village does look good. I don't know how I feel about the parry, because there was such an intense feeling of panic when the chainsaw guy, I know he has a name. I did unlock the figurines, and I know they all have names, but I don't remember them. But it was such an intense sense of dread to hear that chainsaw behind you, because you knew that you couldn't do anything about it. Even if you shot him, like, there's sequences here where Leon shoots him very up close, and in my mind I'm like, motherfucker, run! You know, because that didn't stop him. You had to hit him like 2 or 3 times in the eye for him to stumble. But now that you have the parry option with the knife, I think it's way easier. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel as intense as it once did. Even if like the Ganado grab you, it doesn't feel as intense as the original. But when it comes to like the graphics, the presentation, the action, the controls, the homages to the original, and the fact that the Ganado do speak better Spanish when in comparison to the original one, you know, the me and Paco, we make fun of one in particular when you're in the castle, when one of them is like, "Es hora de aplastar," which I'm pretty sure they were trying to say aplastar, which means it's like it's time to crush, but in a very cartoony way. You know, it's time to like squash. It's basically what they're saying. It's time to squash. But the S is wrong. It's not aplastar. It's aplastar, and it had a lot of details like that. The original. Here it sounds perfect Spanish. These are pretty sure 100% Spanish actors, so that's good. And I don't know. Well, nothing else changes. Everything else seems to be exactly the same. Sadler looks good. The Vitores Mendes looks good. Yeah, no, it just everything looks good. Reimagined. I didn't see what was the name of the Krauser. I didn't see Krauser. I don't know if they're gonna keep Krauser. But everything else, like the second trailer, I felt was way better because it kind of like showed way more and more of the things that you already know, reimagined. Whereas the intro gameplay, I feel like it's good when it comes to changing and adapting something we already knew. But at the same time, I think it misses the point a little bit, especially with that first zombie, which again, it's very much a zombie, and that's what Resident Evil 4 it's trying to steer away from. So I don't know. It looks good. Definitely looks good, and I will definitely buy it, and I will definitely play it. But that it's an odd choice. Which again, Resident Evil 2 remake and Resident Evil 3 remake were full of those weird choices. Village is also full of those weird choices. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the battle against Heisenberg. That's Lost Planet sector for me. You know, that's way too action arcadey for me. In Resident Evil, the tank wheelchair is too ridiculous. Um, and Resident Evil 2 and 3, it has certain moments, certain things that I would change. Obviously, the clock tower from Resident Evil 3, which it should definitely have been there. I didn't like that the alligator in the sewers sequence from Resident Evil 2 is reduced to a quick time event. Um, there's changes like that all throughout the remakes, but so it's not a big deal. It's one of those things that changed, and that's the point of reimagining, as they've said. So I am excited to see what's coming. I will get the game. It looks good. Overall, the showcase was fine, serviceable. It didn't blow me away, but it wasn't meant to blow me away. It was just a presentation of an update of things that were already announced. So it looks good. Looks all right. And yeah, that was my reaction to the Resident Evil Showcase. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked my reaction, if someone's watching it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.